So, Lakers Bulls last night, both teams on a back-to-back, but the Lakers more and more rested because that game was a bit earlier compared to the Bulls playing later in that day. And of course, they played the Clippers the night before, so that's why they're having a back-to-back with both LA teams with Chicago. Of course, Chicago was able to win both games, and I thought this game would be a little sluggish because both teams were playing on a back-to-back, and the Lakers surprisingly actually won on an early afternoon game. They tend to be ass in early afternoon games on Sunday, but they won against the Spurs. AD actually played with some intensity and dominance, and yeah, he had 27 in the first half. Finished the game like 35, 15, and 6, so he had a great game. And the Spurs, they didn't have any big to really contend with him because Jakob Poeltl is, I think he's out with an injury or either COVID, but he's been out for like a week and some change now. When it comes to the Chicago Bulls, they don't have a big to contend with AD either. But guess what? He only finishes off with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and he only had around 2 field goal attempts in the first quarter. Now, granted, the Bulls are a much better defensive team than San Antonio Spurs. Much better. But, yes, AD got doubled a lot in this game. And when they would try to pass it out, yeah, guys were just missing the open shots. Like, the Lakers shot 6 for 32. And Lonzo, I believe, shot 7 for 11 or 7 for 10 from 3 by himself. So, yeah, and it was a Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso homecoming game from Staples. Well, Caruso got a nice little tribute. I didn't see anything for Lonzo. But, yeah, Lakers went out there. And Russ was actually good within the first half of this game. Like, he was actually attacking the rim. And it's because, like, when he gets the ball, he's just more quick with his decisions, whether or not they be good or bad ones, because he'll be quick to take, a contested 3 or a pull-up 3. And also when it comes to slashing the rim. AD will get the ball in the paint and, holds it, jab step, fades. So you will want him to, just be diving at the rim a lot more. And of course, when he does get the ball, he has to be quicker into his actions and his sets, because when he takes too long, it gives the defense more time to key in on him. But again, he was doubled the most he's ever been as a Laker against the Bulls last night, I believe, with 15 double teams. And he also got ejected for yelling at the ref when he was tying his shoes, because I guess he wanted to stop him to play. I feel like AD just didn't want to play in that game anymore, so he got himself a tech. Got himself a tech early in that game, and players are aware of their technicals. So even if you think the ref should have stopped play and wait for him to tie his shoe, AD can't say anything because, there's a chance if he gets a technical, he gets ejected. And that's only his second ejection. The last time he was ejected was like in 2017. So he just didn't feel like playing the rest of the game. I don't blame him because, yeah, the offense wasn't the greatest. And the only guys that really looked good out there tonight was THT, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Davis. Only guys that looked good out there tonight. But of course, I gotta talk about the Lakers' defense. Yeah, just about everyone was getting torched by Demar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, or Zach LaVine. And it's not surprising me at all, because the only guys they got out there they could really trot out as good perimeter defenders, or competent perimeter defenders, would be Kent Bazemore and THT. Those for guards. Your good perimeter defender would be AD. But everyone else out there, yeah, not very solid on perimeter and on defense. And then let me say, well, they're missing Trevor Ariza. They're missing LeBron. Well, I can understand missing LeBron because, maybe he could help you when it comes to DeMar DeRozan, but that would be what AD is for. You just need those guards for, LaVine and Lonzo. Yeah, but they got torched by them. They all had at least 25. I believe it was 27 for Lonzo, 26 for Zach LaVine, and 38 for DeMar DeRozan. So, they put buckets on the Lakers last night. Yeah, that was ugly. I believe that's combined 92 points from the 3 of them. I wish the Lakers' big 3 could do that. I really do. Even a good 70 would be fine. But, yeah. Offense isn't the best. And there's going to be a lot of stuff. Well, LeBron wasn't out there, so of course Lakers going to lose. It's not that the Lakers lost against the Bulls last night, because the Bulls are just simply a better team right now. That's with or without LeBron. But, oh man, just these blowouts that they've been receiving and these embarrassing losses. Yeah, you just can't be like, well, we need LeBron. Like, you shouldn't need LeBron to finish against the Thunder in 2 games. You shouldn't need LeBron to beat a Timberwolves team when you're leading, at 5 at the end of the first half. Just saying. they win those games, these games they should have won, which were against the Warriors, the 2 against the Thunder, and against the Timberwolves, that's four W's right there. They would be 11-4. And you know, they played better and they were gelling better, 12-3. Because this is a soft schedule. That's why the Warriors, with the same strength of schedule or similar, are like 10-2, because they can actually finish games and beat the teams they're supposed to beat. Just saying. Don't want to hear, well, they're missing LeBron. So that's why. And even with LeBron in these games, they're having very close games against Cleveland and Houston. Like, well, Cleveland's actually, you know, a solid team, but Houston, no. And even if Cleveland is a solid team with Evan Mobley, the Cavaliers aren't one of these top tier teams that they should be struggling to beat, because the Lakers are clearly a better team than them. Like, I don't know what, they're not now based off records, but coming into the season, like, they should not be struggling to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, they shouldn't. And I'm gonna do another follow-up video when it comes to predictions and seedings, because I am currently wrong in a lot of these seedings. And mentioning seedings, the Milwaukee Bucks are the 11th seed, and I'm seeing some Lakers fans, well, why are the Milwaukee Bucks not getting as much scrutiny as the Lakers? One, they are dealing with injuries just like the Lakers, and 2, they are the defending champions, so they get more leeway. Also, they're in a smaller market, so if they're playing bad, there's going to be less attention, you know, on that compared to the Lakers in the big market. Like, I don't know why Lakers fans are upset that the Bucks fans the Bucks are getting less scrutiny from the media, because they get that leeway and the benefit of the doubt being the defending champions. I mean, the Lakers got it all throughout last year when they weren't playing the best basketball, and they were going into the playoffs as a 7th seed after winning the play-in game. So I don't know why folks are surprised that the Bucks get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to media scrutiny. I don't understand that. And unfortunately, Luka may be sidelined for a little bit with an ankle injury at the end of the Mavericks-Nuggets game. Porzingis dropped 29 in that game. Luka had 23, I believe 8 and 11, almost triple-double. And Nikola Jokic was just sensational with 35. So, yeah, that was a great game too. But a lot of my seedings and predictions are currently wrong right now. We'll go over that in the next video. But without the way, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay safe, and I'm out.